Bars and restaurants across Minnesota will be welcoming customers ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety and the Minnesota State Patrol wants to remind everyone to keep the festivities fun and safe. The State Patrol will be coordinating extra DWI enforcement on Minnesota roads for the holiday weekend. So far this year, 51 Minnesotans have died in tragic crashes, and alcohol was a contributing factor in at least 7 of those deaths. The extra units on Minnesota roads this weekend aim to help save lives, officers, deputies, and troopers.
Last year during the St. Patrick's Day holiday, there were 438 impaired driving arrests in that relatively short period of time. In the last 5 years, there have been 10 fatal crashes that have occurred on the St. Patrick's Day holiday. We want to eliminate that this year. Make a plan ahead of time, stick to that plan, and have an alternative way to get home if you are impaired. A pocket full of 4-leaf clovers are not your get-out-of-jail-free card. If you make that decision, you will pay the price when you wind up in the backseat of a squad car. A bushel full of 4-leaf clovers will not keep you out of the morgue in the event the worst case scenario happens and you're involved in a crash.
During the press conference, officers came forward with their stories of dealing with impaired drivers, with one sharing his experience after being hit by a pickup truck at 60 miles an hour, driven by someone 3 times over the legal limit.
The first month after the crash, I had to spend that entire month in a dark room because light and noise was just too painful for my head to be able to handle. Fortunately, I was able to return to work after 4 months, but I still deal with some of the effects from that concussion, from the traumatic brain injury that I was diagnosed with as a result of that crash.
In Minnesota, there were just under 27,000 DWI arrests made within the state, as well as 478 fatal crashes, with at least 124 were alcohol-related.
Lakeland News is a nonprofit news organization. Donate to Lakeland PBS today to support your local news team.